Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a very interesting show. This is a little different. All right, let's pull this up. Yep, let's get ready to rumble. Dabo versus Tyler.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, Dabo and Tyler kind of went at it on his radio show, and we're going to listen to it, and I'm going to have opinions on several points in this conversation. Let's just call it a conversation. And this is on Twitter.
Appreciate everything you said, Coach SWINNEY. It sounded a whole lot like Tommy Bowden. And I'll tell you one thing, Tommy Bowden didn't make the same amount of money as you do. You make $11.5 million a year. That's second in college football, if I'm not mistaken. I'm curious why that salary has led to a 4-4. And I know we're going to talk about, just being a couple plays away from undefeated and all that. And I know you're a man of religion. I'm a big fan, Coach. Before you categorize me as being in the 1.5%, I was going to Clemson games, and my entire family, going back generations, has been going to.
All right, you can hear Dabo back there getting ready. He's getting fired up back there. You can tell he's like, I'm not listening to much more of this. But we'll let him continue.
Some games before, when you're in commercial real estate. So I'm not going to accept being in that 1.5%. And I respect the fact that you're a man of faith. I'm curious if you've ever read Proverbs 16:18, which talks about pride coming before the fall. I was in the military, and I was overseas for the big run. And so I couldn't watch all the games. I tried my best, but I always watched your press conferences just for life advice, and I appreciated all that. Something changed after 2018. You're humble, you're hungry, and everything. And I always told people, man, Dabo, just listen to his press conferences. But after that 2018 national title, something changed, and there seems to be a lot of arrogance that came in. There was a lot of friends and family. I mean,
oh yeah, he's getting fired up. You can hear it. But he's almost done with this part, and then you're going to get to hear from Dabo.
3 of the 10 on-field football coaches are external, experienced hires. Everyone else was an internal hire that had no experience before, or was a former player or friend. So I'm curious, why are we paying you $11.5 million to go 4-4? And it's not just this year. It's been, just the refusal to accept.
All right. What's this guy's name?
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. I've listened to enough of you, Tyler. Listen.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
You can have all your opinions that you want. All right. I don't know how old you are. Don't really care. All right. But let me tell you something. We won 11 games last year, and you're part of the problem, to be honest with you, because that is part of the problem. It's people like you that all you do is the appreciation. The expectation is greater than the appreciation, and that's the problem. And so, we've won 12 10-plus win seasons in a row. That's happened 3 times in 150 years. So if you want to know why, Clemson ain't sniffed a national championship for 35 years. We've won 2 in 7 years, and there's only 2 other teams that can say that, Georgia and Alabama.
Alabama!
Okay? Is this a bad year? Yeah. And it's my responsibility. Take 100% responsibility for it. But all this bull crap you're thinking, all these narratives you read, listen, man, you can have your opinion all you want, and you can apply for the job, and good luck to you, all right? But to answer your question, all right, we're second in draft picks. We've graduated 98% of our guys. We're second in wins, all right? If you want to know why, again, I'm telling you, we're not perfect. There's a lot of teams that, Frank Howard never had a bad year. Coach Ford never had a bad year. Coach K has never had a bad year in basketball. People have a bad year. But the part of the problem is the appreciation. I used to tell people all the time, they'd say, what's the difference in Clemson? I'm going to tell you. At some places there's an expectation, but at Clemson there's an appreciation. And what's happened at Clemson is we've won so much that even when it used to be the fun's in the winning, Now, even when you win, people like you complain and criticize the coaches and question everything. People like you, all right, when I hired Tony Elliott to be the offensive coordinator who
Now, he's actually accurate about that, but he's letting his emotions get the better of him. You can tell he really wants to tell this guy off, and he's basically doing that.
Called a play in his life. I'm sure you were critical then, all right, and he took us to 2 national championships. People like you who just love to destroy people with your comments.
Let the hate flow through you.
All right? I'm sure you've never made any bad decisions. I'm sure you've lived a perfect life. I'm sure you've led a bunch of people. I'm sure you do your job in front. So to answer your question, I started as the lowest paid coach in this freaking business. All right? And I'm where I am because I've worked my ass off every single day. And I ain't going to let some smart-ass kid get on this phone and create this stuff. So if you got a problem with that, I don't care. All right? I work for the board of trustees, the president, and the AD. And if they're tired of me leading this program, all they got to do is let me know. I'll go somewhere else where there is an appreciation. All right? It's not just winning, it's how you win. And we are this is a tough year, but we've had 12, 10-plus win seasons in a row. 12. We lost to Tennessee last year. They won 11 games for the first time in like 20 years. We've had 8, 11 win seasons in whatever, 11 years or whatever. We've won 2 national championships. Clemson went 35 years. All right, probably since before you were born, your whole freaking life. And we've won 2 in 7 years. And we earned it. And we beat the best of the best to do it. The best of the best. 12, 10-plus win seasons. So if you want to know why, that's why. Am I perfect? Nope. I'm far from it. I am a man of faith. Absolutely. All right?
Yeah, Dabo's had it. He's tired of losing this year. They're 4-4, which is shocking, really. And especially in the ACC that they have just dominated for years. But, yeah, he's let it get to him, which is, look, it's hard to sit there when you've been on the mountain. And, look, there's some truth there. Clemson is spoiled, no question. I mean, when you've won that many conference championships, a couple of natties, you're going to be spoiled. And Dabo is also become arrogant. He has become arrogant. I would agree with that. And that's part of being a 2-time national champion. I'm sure there's some truth to that too. Both individuals can be correct about this. Dabo is probably more correct, though. I would have to side with him for the most part on this. But Tyler made a few good points. But anyway, I wanted y'all to hear this battle because, it was a battle royale.
It's time for Born to Fly, ladies and gentlemen. Get your cameras ready.
You rarely hear coaches go off like that. But 4-4, he's not used to losing, and he just let it fly. And I'm okay with that. You know what? There's nothing wrong with just having some good old honest conversation between a fan and the coach. It's probably not something you want to do all the time, but every now and again it is good to kind of see behind the curtain where these coaches really stand and how much they're willing to take, which is, I can tell you right now, Heupel wouldn't sit there and take that crap. He wouldn't either. That's just, wouldn't happen. And I would not expect him to. So anyway, I just thought this would be interesting to let y'all hear this and give a little commentary. I found it quite illuminating. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's me know to continue to cover the Vols and, of course, all the goings-ons in the NCAA. If you've not subscribed, it's right here on your right, my left. Just hit that little button. I'd appreciate it. And right over here is the most recent video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.